Let's continue with that theme and speak to NEHAWU's Leader of Parliament Temba Gubula. Thank you very much, sir, for your time this afternoon. It was when Parliament was delivering a report in terms of what happened with this fire that NEHAWU was mentioned to be one of the organizations that actually lodged a complaint. To your knowledge, the officials that have been let go of or suspended, not let go of, are they the officials that you had implicated from the beginning?
First of all, let's welcome the steps that the Secretary to Parliament has taken in placing on precautionary suspension the 9 employees. And we believe the number should have been more, but we have respect for the rule of law. We understand that he did everything that he did within the bounds of the law. Hence, he arrived at 9 from the total of 28. So in terms of the exact names of people that have been suspended, the names of such individuals have not been made public. As you would understand, the rules of natural justice dictate that you handle these processes with care. But from what we know as a union and from the complaints we have laid, we are of a firm view that the people whom we wanted to face the music are part of the people that have been suspended, although they've not been made public. But from what we can gather from our sources, the people we wanted to face music are actually going to face the music come the time of their disciplinary action.
Perhaps help us understand how it works. If you had laid a complaint with Parliament, would you not then be furnished with a copy of this report, not for the sake of mentioning names, just but for the sake of transparency, I guess, so that as a complainant you know where the process is?
Look, as a complainant we know where the process is, but to us the mentioning of names is neither here nor there. What is important is that there is action that is being taken against the people we believe dropped the ball that resulted, 1, into the fire, dropped the ball that resulted, 2, into wrongful appointments and irregular procurement within Parliament. So we will know the names in due course, but for us that's not our preoccupation now. As I said, from our sources, there's confirmation that indeed the individuals we want taken to task are part of that 9 that has been suspended. So it's only a matter of time that we get to know the names. So we are not really particularly perturbed about that.
Mr. Gubula, we agree on that. I think we're on the same page on that. I guess what we're essentially trying to find out is that, are you part of the process that lets you know that beyond the investigation, now when we're talking about holding people accountable, this is what has happened? Do you have sight of that report? Because like you rightfully mentioned, it was 28 people. That number came down to 13 people, and now only 9 people have been suspended. To also find out the reasons why it just came down to a number of 9 instead of relying on sources, you would be privy to that information because you have the report. Does that suggest that you don't have the report?
Look, the issue of getting the detail of what is contained in the report, it's a matter we are going to ventilate in a meeting with the Secretary to Parliament. We have asked for a meeting with the Secretary to Parliament so that he takes us into his confidence in terms of the detail of that particular report. You would understand, for example, the report that deals with the fire. There's a case that is ongoing of the accused that is still ongoing, sub judice. So if that report is released to the public or to anyone, it may actually prejudice that process. So we understand that the Secretary to Parliament is trying to maintain a balance in terms of respecting what the criminal processes are doing versus what the internal parliamentary processes are actually doing. So we are going to have a meeting with the Secretary to Parliament so that he can at least give us a glimpse of what the report contains, so that even ourselves, we can confidently tell our members that, everything is above board, and that only time will tell. So, as I said, we are not particularly obsessed with getting the report as a hard copy or a soft copy, so long as we can be given that glimpse of the issues that are contained there.
Temba Gubula, NEHAWU Leader of Parliament, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. And just a note to our viewers that we did petition the relevant authorities from Parliament, but at this point, or at this stage at least, they're not doing any interviews.